right, nice job. Good set. Let's do some social kick.
So what we got going on behind us, here we are in Santa Cruz, at the Santa Cruz Marina, probably about 100 yards from the lighthouse where cats are about to begin to swim. What's going on behind us, guys?
So just getting ready.
1 hour out about.
Yeah. Now they're kind of in half an hour out mode, so getting suited up, getting all the nutrition and everything where it needs to be, and a lot of final details, kind of running around. It's like half hour before a race, but just about to put it in the ocean and
It definitely
swim
ramps
12
up.
hours in the dark.
Yep.
I mean, they put a wetsuit on here. I saw him put a solution on before he put his wetsuit on for Shafe, I guess, Ricardo.
Yep.
Cat's not going to start greasing up and putting his lotion all over.
Yeah.
She ate about 20 minutes ago, so an hour and a half before she took off.
Yeah, she's saying just an oatmeal and egg mix, just a good protein carb combo, keep her a little bit full early on, just so she can stay warm throughout this early water. Because what they say, 56?
Yeah, 56 is
56
water.
degrees.
But pretty calm demeanor overall, as though you're getting ready for a big event, though. But pretty calm.
Yeah, a bit of a nervous energy. I mean, she did
Yeah.
say that it was helpful to have her mind on something else, and she's feeling the pre-race jitters a bit, but and said she's having a little bit of like
Some of that dark.
worried about the uncontrollables, and those being things like jellyfish, sharks. It's cold. It's far.
Nighttime, dark.
It's at night. It's in the dark.
But what she is doing, she is controlling what she can't control. So she's in great shape. She's coming. The weather's really good. She's really calm.
Seems like got a good crew team with
Yeah,
her.
has the best crew. These guys, the yacht captain, you said has done this a few times this year already, right?
Yeah. The boat that's with her has done multiple channel crossings. Usually do 4 or 5 a year, they say, or bay crossings. So.
Ricardo's done these types of things a lot of times.
Yeah, and then she's got the same consistent, friend and paddler with her who's been with her on all of her swims, which, by the way, he's got a big event coming up, too. This is, 10, 12 hours of being on the paddleboard and having his neck holding up like this. And so even he was saying that, maybe 5 hours in, he's okay, but once 5 to 6 hours goes by, then he's starting to feel it a little bit. And so that's when crunch time comes. So he's kind of got a portion of the effort that's it's a big effort for him too. She's fast, so he has to paddle pretty fast.
And it's not just your standard stand-up paddleboard where he can go on his knee and paddle on his knee. It's not wide enough, right? That's a lot slimmer, that one.
Right. It's a fast one, so he's laying flat on his stomach like this and paddling like you would on a surfboard.
Right.
Wow.
And then so holding his neck up like this. So it's going to be, quite the challenge. And he's got his nutrition that he's carrying with him as well.
And even the boat, was the captain saying how they've had issues with some of the paddlers in the past, if the swimmer's not too fast, so they would have to save the paddler, or sometimes they'd get in and out on the boat. So just having someone that's similar speed and someone that's worked together, it's got to be really helpful in this situation.
Yeah, he mentioned that Ricardo's well known in the area and is known amongst aquatic sports and sort of like the aquatic arena. So so this guy already knew of him beforehand. Basically says he's Cat's in good hands, going with Ricardo. Plus, they have experience together, having done a bunch of these open water swims together. Most recently, doing the Angel Island record from San Francisco around Angel Island and back. They did that together as well.
I guess that's one different thing with obviously the open water versus the pool. Obviously every sport has its team and its components, but I mean, obviously you're out there. If your paddler, something happens, that's the person you're relying on to track and do all these types of things. That's going to be a huge disadvantage. So really having a team that you're comfortable with, that is reliable and at a similar level as you, is really crucial.
Yeah, she's got so much trust in him.
Yeah.
Another thing that she's trying new this time is the nutrition. So it's the first time attempting all liquid nutrition, which ought to be more, I guess, stable in terms of digestive or any GI issues. But still allowing herself to treat. Kat's mentioned to me before that she really looked forward to that nut butter, as who doesn't, like a spoonful of peanut butter. So having that as a treat, she's still going to keep that every 4 hours. Yeah, but otherwise all liquid. And she did say that her mom has candy on the boat, so if she wants a Snickers, she's going to have it. And if you're swimming all night through Monterey Bay, who wouldn't want a Snickers?
You need a little lift you up, right?
You said every 4 hours, and the record's like 13 hours. She expects to do this in about 13 hours to do 25 miles.
Yeah,
so like 2.5 miles an hour.
What she told me was shooting for, a 9 departure to a 9 arrival.
Right.
So it'll be 12 hours. Yeah. We're going to go off a little bit earlier here, I think 8:30. So, yeah.
All right, so we're going to continue. We'll be back in a second.
The official course would be either that side of the harbor or see right here, and then
Del Monte.
San Carlos. Thanks. Those Chinese spit that out. And then that's it.
Great.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody?
I just want to make sure that that makes sense to you, that the San Carlos, here to San Carlos is the official route.
Yeah.
And so that's the only route that's eligible for records. There are other legal...
We're finishing at San Carlos.
there are other legal landings that would qualify as a bay crossing,
Okay,
but they're not eligible for records. Yes.
So we're with Cat Breed.
Hi.
What are you about to do?
Swim from Santa Cruz to Monterey.
Whoa! Did you hear that?
Point it to Monterey. Monterey is that way. It's in the dark.
You can see it.
It's in the dark.
It's under that star.
Boom. So tell us more about this race. Have many people done this before? Are you the first?
Yeah, no.
What's going on?
So 11 people have attempted. So 17 attempts by 11 people. 5 have actually made it across, I think.
Oh, wow.
5, yeah, I think it's 5.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
4 women and one man. So this crossing is owned by women.
Boom.
You don't just do crossings, you break records. What's the record? What are you going for?
Yeah.
The record's 13 hours, but I'll be happy with finishing. and this guy's gonna be next to me.
Yeah. What are you doing, Ricardo?
I'm gonna be paddling right next to her, and potentially kind of like giving a little bit of the line, parallel to the boat.
Okay, so just to be clear, no wetsuit.
No wetsuit. No.
What's the water temp?
We're at 56.
We're at 56. Calm conditions tonight.
Yeah, calm conditions.
Straight line.
Straight line.
Any currents?
There's like a 0.1
Oh,
not
okay.
on the current on the surface. But yeah, no, not much.
And then we were asking earlier, but why are you doing it at night?
Wind. Yep. So yeah, I mean, I don't love swimming in the wind, and if I can get a window where I can do the whole swim without any wind, I'm going to go for that, even if it means going in the dark.
I don't love the wind either because I get ridiculously cold when it's windy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a wetsuit, but still, like, if it's very windy, I get really, really cold.
How fast do you have to paddle to keep up with her? Because I can't keep up with her.
Oh, there's no way I could swim next to her either. So it really depends. They're actually, it's interesting because on regular basis, if it's flat, it's not that hard to paddle next to her.
Okay.
But if it's really choppy, I actually have to put a lot of I had to paddle actually a lot harder. And also, if we have like side chop, that's another part that is kind of tricky because I have to make sure that I don't flip.
Or that, like, sometimes he gets blown into me too. So we have to, like, manage that a little bit.
So we are here about an hour before she takes off, and Brian, John, and I were kind of nervous, like we don't want to get in her zone. Is there race prep? Did she do a warm-up? Is just stretching? Is there... But it's not. What do you do an hour before? Are you like...
It's a 25-mile swim. I mean,
Put on
how
a
much
paper suit?
warm-up am I going to do?
Don't use the good stuff.
I mean,
It's a lot.
my God, I don't know. I mean, before swims, I've gone on a run. For this one, I just, like, I'm kind of, like, shaking inside right now, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, like, keep my energy contained, and I'll get my suit on in a few minutes here. And
How are you going to pace it? Like, how does one pace it?
I'm really trying to go 2.5 miles an hour. Like 2.5 miles an hour through and through. If I drop below 2 miles an hour, something's wrong or conditions are really bad.
How do you know that? How fast you're going?
My crew's gonna tell me. Yeah.
No Strava though.
No Strava. My crew will tell me. The goal is definitely 2.4 to 2.5 miles an hour.
You do count just... Go ahead.
Why are you doing it at all?
I don't know. I mean, I think Ricardo and I have been looking at this for a while, and I think it's in our backyard. And for one, it's home,
Yeah.
you know. And I think right now during COVID, it's nice to have a goal that I can actually accomplish close to home. And I'm also doing it to raise awareness for diversity in aquatics. And you know, Santa Cruz, Monterey Bay, there's a lot of water sports, and I think all of those sports can be more inclusive and more welcoming and more diverse. So I think this is a great place to be raising awareness for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of inclusion happening in the middle of the ocean tonight,
No.
but it's a killer cause,
Yeah.
and it's really awesome to see you doing it.
Thanks.
Yeah, so this is the prone paddleboard that Ricardo will be on alongside Kat. Kat will be on the left side of the board, and then the boat will be between but we'll be on the other side of the cat. So she'll basically have the boats or something on either side. But,
So we got a leash in the back there.
Yeah. So this Ricardo's, he just lays flat on the board and paddles like a surfboard.
Go on that side.
Nutrition up front, GPS up front. Still got nutrition, and he's allowed to have GPS. So Kat's not allowed to have a GPS watch. So she still wants to capture the swim for Strava and for her own records. But because of the governing bodies for open water swimming, they won't verify the record. If she's capturing anything, she will wear a watch that has time only, but not actually any GPS tracking. So that's a watch there that Ricardo can have. And and he's also keeping nutrition bars and gels and a phone on like a fanny pouch on his back, full wetsuit. And every half hour when they take a break, first hour no breaks really, but every half hour after that into the swim. Usually it'll start with 15-30 seconds of a break just to grab a gel, get some water. As the race goes on, as the swim goes on, she'll do a little bit longer of a break. So he'll get a little chance to have a little stretch, shake his neck out a little bit, take a pause, take some drink of water and everything himself, and get rolling again. And he said that he's normally paddling with some music, and they just read the rules, and no music for this swim. So cancel the music, and it's gonna be a nice quiet night out on the bay.
Big time. I mean, 12 hours, neck strength and extension. Like you said, he's a little worried about his neck and trying to keep it loose early on just because he knows it's going to be a lot. I mean, just imagine being pretty much like this, right? I mean,
just
looking up here for 12 hours.
It's like doing a long kick set, you know?
It is.
We like doing, with a kickboard.
So is this a social kick?
it's his version of it for sure.
He might be talking to himself out there.
It's kind of an antisocial kick, actually.
Antisocial kick.
You know, they ought to have a CB radio or something with the boat so that he can sit there and chat with them.
Enjoy, right?
We got some podcasts he can listen to.
Next time we need to put some sort of GPS on, besides the watch, some sort of video device so that we can tune in to Ricardo. What's going on, man?
That'd be awesome.
Just out here in the bay.
Sending the messages, and that's after you push this
What happened until you did
the boot in the middle. Okay.
hold down the boot for like 3 seconds. Then you should.
And I'm gonna get a big chunk of this right underneath the tie.
Nutritional phone.
Yeah, so Brian, the boat captain, will drop a line. A straight line, and he's going to try and keep that boat on that line. So if there's current, she might be
A longer paddle now that we have no music.
But feeling like she's going to moss.
Wait,
But naturality, she's staying straight.
Oh, really?
That's fine.
Okay.
The music's in your head, boss.
There you go.
Wow.
Guess next time I'm gonna have to bring like headphones.
Be alright? You ever done a paddle that long on music? What's the longest paddle you ever done?
Distance or time?
Yes.
So distance 29, almost 30.
Whoa. Where was that?
Molokai to Oahu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then time 8.5.
Oh, so this is gonna be the longest by time.
By time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was worried about my neck.
Yeah.
Cause I think like it's, you know, like that I need to start stretching early, like in the swim.
Yeah, do you think you'll have moments early on where you try to just lay your head down for a
Yeah, I
second?
would do it from the beginning.
Yeah?
I totally definitely start stretching from the beginning. Yeah. And then every half an hour when we take the breaks, like definitely sit.
Yeah, get out of that
Do
spot.
like 2 or 3 like rounds, and each side.
How long does one of these breaks last?
So the first ones are gonna be probably like 15 seconds. So they're not that fast. Like she just simply like grab a drink
Snag a
and
gel
go.
and go, yeah.
But as you start hitting hour 4, hour 5, then she needs a little more time.
Okay.
Like, and she
minutes?
also wants to stretch a little. Like you see her like stretching a little bit her neck and.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So she'll stop, maybe chug a bottle of water or something, and take. It's every half hour or so.
Yeah. So nothing on the first hour, and then after that, every 30 minutes.
Okay.
So at the 30-minute mark.
And did you do yours
Um,
as a fundraiser?
Yeah, bro. Like for example, I don't think I'm gonna eat anything the first 3 hours, and then maybe after that, like
Yeah.
grab something to eat.
Yeah, but what about fluids? You have like a target amount of fluids you're trying to get into?
No, I go as as I need it, especially because it's so much like sugar and caffeine. So like if I feel like my blood sugar levels are dropping, then I know like Coke and stuff like that, and Red Bull and things like that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a lot of Red Bull. So.
Have you ever bonked on a paddle?
No.
No?
No. Especially because like.
And where do you live?
Except for two paddles.
You swam home.
Most of them are very low intensity. So if you're taking stuff like.
Right.
The only one that I struggled on was more because the intensity was really hard. I did the Davenport downwinder like 2 years ago when they had the big storm.
That was from Davenport to where?
To Cowells.
Oh, okay.
But that year was like, usually it takes like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and that year it took 4.
Whoa.
And so, yeah, like, and intensity was hard. Like, it was just, it was a tough paddle. Probably the toughest paddle I've done. Wow. And on paper, 16 miles, really not that much, but it took a lot out of it.
Huh. Smooth water tonight.
I hope so, yeah. Although deep out there is, it's interesting, man. Like, 'cause sometimes, like, it looks flat, feels flat, but no matter how hard you're trying, like, you're not moving.
So, what's the furthest you've ever been out in the Monterey Bay on a paddleboard?
Pretty far. Because I also did the crossing last year. I done the crossing.
Oh, okay.
So, but like.
But how long did that take you solo? Or
when we did it, it was a group paddle, so it took like about a little less than 8.5.
Okay.
But it was pretty easy. Actually, one person got sick, so we had to like wait for a while to get the person like
in the
get on the boat. The person didn't want to get on the boat at first, so we did have to take a lot of breaks to wait for that person. So.
Did you do that during the day?
Yeah, we started like at 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. We were done by
a good day. Choppy out there in the middle?
Yes. There are certain, not choppy, but like
swells,
bumps, like. That's what I say. Sometimes it might look flat, but it's not.
Okay. Is that what you expect out there tonight?
I will. Yeah, definitely. There's some parts that they are just like that.
Just choppy.
It'd be interesting to see like sunfish at night. So last time we bumped into a lot of sunfish, and I never seen. I didn't even know how big they could be, and they're humongous, man.
I don't even know what this is.
It's like a flat like fish. The diameter is probably like 14 to 17 foot long. Whoa. So like, yeah, dude, that's big. They're like a big. It's like a big circle here. Imagine like a circle that is the size of
a prehistoric animal. It's the weirdest shape ever.
Oh. Yeah. The sunfish, yeah. I never saw.
It's weird to see those. That's for sure.
Yeah. Wow. You know what? We're gonna have to.
I don't think this is gonna stay on at all. I bet it does.
I bet it'll stay on better than you think.
Okay. Just
It's sea safe and what?
Safe Sea and Desitin.
Yeah,
that's it though.
Yeah.
The safe seat.
But it's really liquidy. It's not usually this liquidy.
It absorbs in a little bit more than you think.
Okay.
It's Desitin and jellyfish propellant.
Yeah.
She's swimming across Monterey Bay.
Nice.
The Monterey Harbor.
Attempt.
Pretty good. Cool.
400 yards.
If
you want to go carry the front, I'll carry the back.
No.
You're good. Okay.
Let's get it done.
Let's do this.
Go, guy.
You smell great. I smell. That's the best part. The smell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you gotta smell it.
It's like a baby's diaper.
Oh, no.
That makes it even better.
You're using the Desitin?
And Safe Sea.
Okay.
No, well, you go to the lighthouse and you walk down, or are we going to the beach?
No, we'll walk up the hill
You got some of it. Okay.
and then down out on the jetty.
Yeah.
And before we actually get on the jetty, there's a path onto the beach.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna buy the lighthouse. Got it.
Yeah, we don't go out as far as the lighthouse.
Got it.
I've never had anyone at the start of my swims. Wow. I'll have I just think like the adrenaline is very We're pretty good on time. Yeah. Wow. I'm impressed.
time to see how the sets are coming in. Right now it's pretty calm, but that could, we'll have to wait for 10 or 12 waves.
I'm gonna be thinking about skiing a lot. So she was interviewing me, and there's flies stuck to my. Oh! That's so gross. Ew. Oh my god.
Why do so much about skiing?
That's so gross.
Weird side effect.
We got this cat. It's great. Where are we? What has happened?
So right now, she's about 100 meters into the swim.
She's ahead of pace.
I'll see you later.
She's encountered a few waves,
Two big ones right off the back.
and Monterey is that way. It's in the dark.
So follow her. She's a tracker online. She seems pretty confident, guys. She covered up in her anti-jellyfish protectant.
Super loose, ready to rock, chatting it up the whole way.
Yeah.
It's a whole level difference than getting ready to swim a race, I find. It was a whole different energy, wasn't it? It's an hour ramping up. I felt it. I felt the news.
No, I gotta tell you, this is so intense right now.
Yep.
I can't imagine just plunging right in and getting set up for 12 hours.
12 hours.
I have to
straight
admit, it
at
made me
night.
want to jump in for about how many minutes is it?
5 minutes.
About 5
Looks
minutes.
like
I was
five-
tempted.
5 good
But it
minutes.
would make you want to jump in until you swam for,
Yeah, 5 minutes. So that's all
One
there.
minute.
yeah.
But that was the energy, the support. She had the best of the best. The Monterey Swimming Association. Boat captains have done this oftentimes. 7 people have completed this, and many have tried. And these are the best right here. We got EMTs on board. We have seasoned sailors. We got a tracker. We have one of the world's best watermen, Ricardo.
You got a number of people that have completed major open water swims here, including a gentleman on the beach who just finished swimming the English Channel.
Yep.
So it's surrounded by a ton of experience.
A lot of support, a lot of experience for a great swim ahead.
And a crew.
12 hours. Boom.
Much respect. That's swimming. Boom.
And here she is swimming. The sun is rising. We've had whales breaching, a couple of them near us, dolphin, seals. And we're getting pretty close. We can see shore finally.
Neutral, reverse. And there we go.
There we go, Cat. There you go, sorry.
Come on, Cat!
All right, Cat.
Cat, you got this.
Woo! Awesome
Wave
job.
at your fans, Catherine.
We're
You're
live.
live.
Woo! Steve Walker says, keep it up, Cat. Neil Heller's with them. They're riding bikes right now. You go, girl. They said, finish this. I know, we see him. Let's beat him.
Come on, Cat.
Go, Cat, go.
Oh, yeah. Lots of little jellyfishies down there.
You get a bunch down.
Yeah, she did. And I'm double strengthening it right now.
See, there's a nice jellyfish. Told you we had jellyfish.
Came in here and we already had our last feed.
Oh yeah, I see. I see swirlies like that.
Well, she's swimming through kelp, jellyfish. Less than a mile to go. The fog is hiding the beach from us, so Greg's gonna hop in on a paddle to guide her in, paddleboard.
go, let's go, let's go.
All the way up, all the way up. Hurry.
Come on, a little more, a little more. There we go.